Hello and welcome back to the Niche Football Podcast. I am your host, Cavan, and today we will be looking towards the final stages of the OFC Pro League to discuss what might happen in the next few weeks. But before that, we do need to take a look at how the regular season unfolded, the inaugural season of the OFC Pro League, and it did not disappoint. Overall, an incredible league stage has come to an end with some would say the powerhouse club of the league, Auckland FC, finishing top of the standings. Joining Auckland in the top four are South Melbourne, Bula FC, and South Island United. If you are a neutral, the South Melbourne games were possibly the ones to watch. A total of 58 goals in their 14 matches, 40 of which they scored themselves, and just the 18 against. Not a bad defensive record, but an incredible scoring record in just the 14 matches. And that is 14 more goals scored than the table toppers Auckland FC, who only managed 26 in their 14. Auckland, though, did have the sternest defence, conceding just 10 goals in their games. Notably in the top four, Fijian side Bula FC. Now, a complete reversal in terms of goals in games. They did manage to finish third in the regular league stage, but Bula only scored 14 goals, a goal a game on average, the joint lowest in the league, along with the Solomon Kings and PNG Hikari, who finished bottom. But Bula FC were a force in defence. They conceded just 15 goals and picked up a total of 21 points, a -1 goal difference, but a third place finish in the first ever OFC Pro League. South Island United progressed into the top four on the final round of fixtures, ensuring their place in the leaders group. But looking into the bottom half now, these Solomon Kings were found themselves desperately unlucky to not be in the leaders group, but they were always an exciting team to watch with plenty of attacking flair. Looking, they're also joined by Tahiti United, Vanuatu United, and PNG Hikari in the Challengers group. We'll discuss how the Leaders group and the Challengers group works in just a little while. Um, let's have a look at individual stats. We haven't had any runaway leaders in the Golden Boot race, but three players are tied on 7 goals. Ryan Fuchs of South Island United, possibly one of the pre-season favourites to claim this title, along with Jordan Swibble of South Melbourne FC, who, again, another favourite. But somewhat surprisingly, perhaps, considering Vanuatu United finished seventh in the league phase, Alex Saniel is also in the hunt for the inaugural Golden Boot. An incredible achievement, and perhaps carrying his team on his back in this league phase. The top assister is a little bit more straightforward, with South Melbourne's Jordan Lampard leading the way with 7, 2 ahead of David Yu of South Island and Owen Smith of Vanuatu United. And before we move on, let's look at the disciplinary record of the players. These stats are easy to come by because the OFC Pro League website gives you a rundown of goals, assists, yellow cards, and red cards. Nothing too notable in the yellow card category, several players having 5 and 6 yellow cards throughout the season. But the red cards category is a bit more interesting. Nobody had had more than a single red card other than PNG Hikari's Ati Kepo, who was given his marching order on 3 separate occasions. Maybe a reason for the lowly finish in the league phase after finishing bottom, but can they be the surprise package in the Challengers group with Bulu up front with his pace and those around him? It's not out of the question. Now let's turn our attention to the next stage. So that's how the league phase finished. What happens next? Well, the league is split into two. The top 4 will enter the leaders group, and the bottom 4 will head into the challengers group. Now, how this works, each team, let's start with the leaders group, will play each other one more time. In the leaders group, the top 3 finishers will progress automatically into the semi-final, with the 4th place team heading to a playoff round. And in the challengers group, again, the four teams play each other once more, but only the top finishing side progress to the playoff round, where they play against the fourth finishing side in the leaders group. And in that game, that will decide the semi-finals, the final position. And then the two semi-finals will be played, and then the final to finally crown the inaugural OFC Pro League champions. But what can we expect? Well, Auckland and South Melbourne will be heading into this as favourites, but they are both beatable. They were the pre-season favourites, um, but it doesn't mean they are unbeatable. They have been beaten. Auckland finished top and were beaten twice, and they did draw a few games as well. Boolet and South Island, if we're going on paper, will be possibly battling out for that third spot on the automatic semi-final berth. In the challengers group, the Solomon Kings will maybe count themselves pretty unfortunate just to be in this position, having been as high as third in the latter weeks of the league stage. Um, so they could possibly find themselves as the favourites in the challengers group. But Tahiti can score plenty of goals, and Vanuatu United do have golden boot chaser Alex Daniel in their ranks. So don't be surprised if either of them progress through. All teams in these stages start on 0 points again. Their points do not carry over. So it's a level playing field once again. So anything can happen. Anyone can beat anyone, as we've seen. I won't give my personal prediction or who I would like to see the inaugural OFC Pro League, but leave a comment on who you think will come out on the top and be the first team in the history books to lift the trophy. Before we wrap up, I think it's fair to say the OFC Pro League has been a resounding success for the uh, Oceania Football Confederation. It's brought a lot more eyes onto the continent, and the use of FIFA Plus, allowing everyone around the world to watch the games, myself watching possibly too many of the games. If you ask people I know, like, why are you watching these? Because it's possibly the best league in the world already. It's the best to watch, and what puts it above the most is the interaction you can have with people. There's always people open to talking, open to listening to you, and actually responding to questions you may have, which is fantastic to see. So, how far can this go? Who knows? They've got at least another season of this, which is great. Hopefully, it gets a renewed contract so it goes a bit further. But for now, let's enjoy what we've got, and we look forward to the final stages and to see who will be the first OFC Pro League champion. There goes the final whistle in this episode. If you enjoyed the episode, please rate it 5 stars on Spotify, like and subscribe on the YouTube, and tell your friends. Remember to follow the socials at Niche Football Pod and check out nichefootballjournalism.co.uk to read some of the best and most unique stories in football. We have guest writers contributing more and more, and of course myself writing plenty too. So please head over, read some of the articles and leave some comments. I have been your host, Cavan, and I'll see you at the next kickoff.